Hi everyone, it's Martin.
Hi, it's Greg, and today we are talking about
Mamma Mia, We Will Never Go Away, or whatever the title is.
the second part.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shift from what we usually do.
True, but the idea is to focus today on mainly what is a sequel and how we can bring some maybe new things or not, and how we can surf on the wave of success of a first movie.
Yeah, and
like
for that we have to go into popular territory.
Exactly. Maybe we will start because that's the main problem with bad, let's say, sequel is that usually they don't really have another purpose than just making money. What do you think about this movie?
I think it's the kind of the same thing here. This movie was so obviously made for milking the cash cow and make money on the back of the other songs, sell more albums, sell the movie itself based on the songs.
That's where I will disagree a bit because they took 10 years to write to release this movie, which means that the producer were not like so much in a hurry to like.
Obviously, they were working for 10 years on this movie.
Yeah, okay. What I think is that actually, yes, I mean, not for 10 years maybe in a row, but what I mean is that they tried to bring something new to the first movie, and for me they succeed. I don't say that it's my favorite movie of all time, but I wouldn't say that it has to be a shame compared to the first one. For me, it's equivalent in terms of quality.
Yeah, I had fun with the first one. It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was a enjoyable movie on its own right.
True, but for me, the purpose of this movie was to go a bit deeper into the character of Donna, character which was played by Meryl Streep in the first one. That was definitely the main character, the character who was the most loved also by the people. So they knew that if they go a bit more deep into this character, it might bring something that people want to see. And I do think that they succeed to really renew their style. It was hard. They have to write a story following the songs of ABBA, trying to renew it even though they already used 3/4 of the big success of ABBA, and they used it again in the second one, but still they renewed it a bit. So for me that the bet is won.
Yeah, for me the problem with this movie was that I don't agree with you that it was renewed. I think this movie goes on two paths. The first is a prequel kind of to the first movie, and we just see a story that was already said and done in the first movie. They mentioned everything that we saw on screen, and the second part of the movie is about nothing. But I think they just really acted out the parts that we already knew about.
For me, the main problem, and that's where we can agree, is that there is still some little, let's say, fan service. You spoke about Waterloo. Completely forced. It doesn't make sense to put Waterloo in this French restaurant just because they speak about Napoleon in the
It kind of explained why they didn't use Waterloo in the first movie.
And that's true. That's the limit of this movie, is that sometimes they run out of ideas and they had to force a bit some songs. For me, the best example on that is Fernando, and Fernando is like they create a whole character played by the poor Andy Garcia. I think he was thinking the whole movie, why the hell I'm here? I mean, I used to play the Godfather and I'm doing Fernando in Mamma Mia too.
But then Cher appeared like she looked like Lady Gaga with too many bottles.
But you know what? Even if it's forced, and it's true, it's forced, and this Fernando stuff you see it coming from the beginning because this character doesn't have any other purpose than Fernando. But even if it's forced, it's a kind of movie when you accept it.
Because yeah, I did. Shame on me. I don't think it's a good movie. It's not even as good as the first one was. But yeah, you can enjoy this.
Then they have all this classic fan service that they usually serve in this kind of movie. So you have like Meryl Streep. They start the movie saying that she is dead, which is a kind of a courageous act.
Yeah, I was genuinely surprised.
And actually they make something out of it, and really that make you understand better the character of Donna, that make you also understand better the character of Amanda Seyfried. But at the end she has to appear, and she appears, and for me this scene is like is a pure fan service scene that doesn't have any other purpose than to please the people.
I believe, just like in the case of the first movie, the emotional core of the movie was the daughter-mother relationship, and that scene delved into it. And I think if you take away the ABBA songs, which you shouldn't, because this movie is about the ABBA songs, but if you take away that, nothing is left, nothing is there to enjoy. only the mother-daughter relationship, and that scene is what is the one that speaks about it.